So here we have the Nissan Qashqai on a 68 plate. I'm going to start off firstly by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. From the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. We're going to start off inside the boot area first of all. As we approach the back of the car, you can see we have plenty of boot space along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat, should you wish to increase this space even further again. And these two tray sections both lift and remove to give you even more space and can be used to divide the boot up into different sections as well. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car. And as I mentioned, we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside of it from there. Now that we've done a full circle, you can see it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. Over on the left-hand side, first of all, we have the rev counter and coolant temperature gauge. On the right-hand side, we have the speedometer and fuel gauge. In the centre, you can see the total miles for the car. They are 55,558. You can change the information displayed above that using buttons on the steering wheel. For example, you can have a digital readout for the speedometer if you wish to. If we back out to the steering wheel next, to the buttons I was just using are here. We have the stereo controls surrounding that. We have cruise control, speed limiter and phone controls all over on the right hand side. And then into the centre, the main screen for the car. So we have a few physical buttons down the right and left hand sides, but essentially the screen becomes touchscreen from there. At the moment you can see the parking camera. So we've got a 360 camera. So bird's eye view image of exactly where the car is parked right now, and a front facing camera on that right hand side. If we pop the car into reverse, you get the reversing camera and the bird's eye view image. If you press the camera button, you'll get the main camera and then the front passenger side wheel. So plenty of cameras to go along with the parking sensors. You can also pair up your phone from on here as well. Just hit the phone button, then follow the instructions on screen. We've got the radio, of course, so FM, AM, and DAB, as you can see. We have a CD player, auxiliary input, Bluetooth audio as well, so loads of ways to listen to your music. And then, of course, satellite navigation, which is accessed up here. We have dual zone climate control beneath that, so you can adjust the passenger and driver temperatures. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. You can determine what direction you'd like the air to be distributed in. When you're happy with those settings, your air conditioning is off and back on again from here, or hit auto. The car will now maintain the temperatures that you've asked for, which you can hear it doing and see it doing, and it will do that by taking control of the fan speed and the direction of the air for you. You can override that manually whenever you wish to. We then have some storage, a 12-volt charging socket, electronic handbrake with an auto hold function, and the gear lever for the 6-speed manual gearbox. Last thing I wanted to mention is the panoramic glass roof. There is a button up here that will open up the sun blind. Once the sun blind is open, you'll see that lets in a huge amount of extra light to the cabin area. The section of glass itself is fixed in position, but as I said, it lets in a huge amount of extra light. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come see the car for yourself and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Surrey Specialist Cars. We'd love to hear from you soon.